Now today, I've got a day off my full-time job. I could have spent it with my son, but he's at nursery. My wife's at school teaching, that's her job. So I thought, do you know what? Given the weather isn't particularly good, let's go charity shopping. Now normally when I have a day off, I'll go up to North Devon or I'll go up to Somerset. Today I thought I'd do something a bit different, go to a few places that I haven't actually been sourcing before. I've been to the charity shops previously, but not as a reseller. So I've gone way out east today. I'm gonna hit Honiton, which is where I am currently, then Axminster, and then if I've got enough time, I'm gonna go to Chard as well. Been to the first two before, never been to Chard, so I've got no idea what to expect. But even so, the first two, I haven't been here for a few years, so I really do not know what to expect. Let's see what we can find.
Right then, here we go. Starting off with some die-cast. Yeah, this thing's absolutely knackered. It's a dinky Austin 1100, I believe. Absolute resto project. They want £3. I mean, it's almost not worth selling. Now this thing's cool. Older, maybe vintage, Lecoq Sportif, without like a quarter zip, some sort of like smock jacket. That's basically a tracksuit top. They want 12 quid. I mean, that's probably about the going rate, to be honest. Not the best selling brand, so if you want one, here it is, I suppose. Now, this was more reasonably priced. Welsh Rugby Union top. It's a short sleeve, it's a fairly modern one. Like I said, well priced, £5. Look how the letters are just starting to peel there. And I found short sleeve rugby shirts just don't sell, so I left that one as well. Now, here we've got a pair of Burberry polo shirts. Lovely embroidered logo there to the chest, nice Novichok lining. The thing is, I just couldn't authenticate it. See that where it says the size there? It normally should be on a separate tab below the Burberry tab. I want 15 quid. That's a great price if it was legitimate, but I just wasn't sure. They had this purple one as well, say exactly the same with the 3XL sizing on that logo, on that tab, sorry, on top. Say, great profit to be made from these. I just wasn't sure they were genuine. Now they had a few baggies here. Looking through the cars, there's a couple of cool ones in there, but most were heavily play worn. There's an old Matchbox Porsche 935, but say nothing worth reselling because they're all just a bit knackered. Okay, on to the next shop. Now this men's section was really squashed into this tiny little corner right by the back room. Saw these are a pair of Dune London boots. I haven't had much luck with Dune in the past, to be honest. They were a size 12. Well, I thought they were a size 12. They're actually a size 11, 8 quid. Not worth picking up, to be honest. But this one might be alright. So it is a low alpine fleece, full zip. Quite a few zip pockets on it too. It's called the Air Core. I couldn't really find much about this apart from it's made in Ireland, so I'm going to say it's a bit older. They want £5.50, size XL. Not perfect condition, but not bad at all, so we'll give that a go. I'm going to give this a go as well. So, when it comes to research, everything is priced up quite high. This just caught my eye. So this is a sweatshirt for a band called Sleep Token. They're sort of, what do you call them? Sort of like rock band, but like sort of melodic, bit of, progressive metal, that sort of thing. Anyway, size small, not the best size, but Sleep Token merch can do really, really well, as these comps would attest. So, although I put it back on the rail, I do actually pick it up. But this was cool as well. Look, Pringle Golf. That is an absolutely amazing pattern. Kind of like Argyle, but just abstract too. But they want £15.50, and that just seems like a Mickey take to me. I spy some very smart looking Nike trainers. So these are the Zoom X Zagama. They're actually a trail running shoe. They must have been brand new out of box because they were absolutely immaculate. I believe they're a UK size 10. Not sure I'm going to show you. That ain't going to show you, is it? There is one slight caveat though. Yeah, £50, which is just comically expensive. Look, if you're going to try to ask that much, stick it online. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I thought about that. As soon as I walked in, I clocked these. They're a pair of RST motorcycle boots. I can't remember what size they were. They weren't a great massive size, maybe like a 7 or something. But look at that, 35 quid as seen. These guys are knackered. They've seen many a mile. So yeah, 35 quid again, it's just too much. I'm going to give these guys a go. So these are a pair of diesel corduroy trousers. So they're not technically jeans, but yeah, £7, width 38, length 34. These are called the Jeeves. Hopefully that's 35 back on those. Now I do try and check the ladies' coats too if I've got time, and I'm glad I did because this was lurking in there. There's actually a men's Macron Nottingham Forest padded jacket, full zip, size large, only 6 quid.
Right, I'm in the big shop. Couple of bits. Haven't had a pair of these in a while. Got a pair of Mayors. Nothing special. They are the Madrid 38-32. Lovely sort of washed blue colour. And then long season. Got an Exo Feature shirt. It's only 3 quid. Couple of marks. Nothing worth worrying about. Oh, and the Mayors for 4 quid, so ain't so bad. And I've seen this Karcher WV2. It's a window cleaner. It's £6. There we go, 6 quid. Could be worth a fair bit, really. Even if it's not complete, the parts alone go separately. So I'm going to give that a go. Literally, because my windows need a clean. Next stop, Axminster. Charity shops are that way. Let's go.
Now I'm very much taking advantage of eBay's free to list and sell clothing option, second-hand clothing option here. These aren't worth a huge amount. So Weird Fish Peaky Blinders parody t-shirt, £3.50. Expect to get about 12 quid all in there, so not great profit. But then there's this. Oh man, this is so cool. Look, it's not a great brand, but this is going nowhere. This one I keep for myself. I just love that embroidered logo. 3 quid, nice baggy fit. Come to me. Now, I'll be honest, I regretted buying this, well, as soon as I bought it, having to lug it around. It's also just now sat on top of my sort of death pile, awaiting its fate. It's a cricket set, of course. It's a junior set, so, I don't know, up to the age of maybe 14 or so. Gunnar Moore's a great brand. It's only a £5. There's definitely profit there if I sort of break it out. It's just so cumbersome, isn't it? And this was a nice find. Deodora Scotland football shirt. Didn't know at the time. This is actually from about 2003. Well, 03 to 05 is what the historical kits site tells me. But for 3 quid, that's an absolute bargain. Only a size medium. That's fine. Stick it on the pile. I'll be honest, I'm having a bit of a resurgence with Rohan. Went through a period of not really picking up at all, but I find certain things still sell fairly well. Case in point, this is a men's microgrid fleece, quarter zip, £4.50, and that's actually already sold. Check it out. Now, they actually had a few Rohan bits in here. This was a kind of a wet look gilet thing, polyester. Really tempted by it, only £5.50, but it had a couple of holes in the back. And it's the sort of holes that even if you like repaired, they'd be really obvious. So real shame, but check your clothing, people, because these things can they're not always obvious at first glance. And this is a perfect example of it's a great price if you're buying for yourself or for a present, but for reselling, not so much. So it's a wrap beanie, it's new with tags, nice sort of embroidered logo to the front. 8 quid. I mean, like I said, buying for someone else or for yourself, that's cool, but for reselling, no. And to be honest, I'd rather have one without the tag on it. So there we go. Is what it is. These are a pair of Timberland deck shoes, of course, but they had the sort of Timberland boot sole. Now, I would have bought these for 15 quid on 2 conditions. 1, if we were nearer, say, spring or summer, and 2, if eBay drops listing and selling fees for footwear. Currently, they're in place for second-hand clothing. I just really hope eBay expands its portfolio to footwear too. Time will tell, I guess. Now I can say hand on heart that I did not expect to find any Patagonia today. In fact, this is only the 3rd Patagonia item I found in charity shops since I've been reselling, and I've checked probably hundreds and hundreds of charity shops. It's just not the sort of thing you find. This is the H2 No jacket. It's a size small. It does have a couple of flaws, It's got one of the snap buttons missing. Hopefully I can get it replaced. But it's only £8. And our final stop, Chard. Let's go. Chard, yes. There is an underlying trend of Chard. You saw it on these this pair of Nike basketball shoes. Chard is expensive. Whoop, Gravity having a bit of fun and games there. Chard is expensive. I have little to say about Chard. I'm just going to do a sort of random commentary about stuff. You'll see it as I sort of pick things off the rail. This is a fairly basic Ralph Lauren polo, a few stripes on it, older tag. £14. Yes, that's £14 for a polo shirt. This was awesome. This is like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles playset of some sort. I guess it dates from the early 90s. I think they wanted like 65 quid. There's John Lennon as well looking over it. AF1 camera there, Olympus. I think that was 35. You get the idea. An expensive town. This is a pair of Levi's, 512s though. You can already see there's some wear to the ends of the legs. That's actually probably like the best price I saw while I was here, but as you can see, yeah, not the best seller, 512, and yeah, a bit of damage, so again, left those. Oh my goodness. Watching this footage back, it just, yeah, it reminded me just how just desolate Chard was. This is a band called Shinedown. Again, that would be okay, £5, but they're just, the sell-through rate just isn't particularly good. So left that one as well. Given how expensive it's been so far, I don't know if I even want to go in British Heart Foundation. It's been a complete change of tack. Gone from reasonably priced to, oh my god, it's unbelievable. In a bad way. So maybe not. Maybe I'll just go home.
And I'm back in the loft. So overall, I was really happy with what I found on that trip. But I will be honest, I won't be going back to Chard. Complete waste of time, if you ask me. I only got one thing. I don't think I even got it on camera. But it's this. It's this vintage Roper Western shirt. Only a size medium. Made in the USA. But I paid £4.50 for it. I would have thought something around £20 plus postage, maybe a bit less, but nice condition, no rips, no stains, so worth picking that up. But as for the other charity shops, in fact even the charity shop I bought that in, overpriced, poor quality stock, and just, yeah, a waste of time. However, in between Axminster and Chard, I was driving along, and I came across a vintage shop. One of those, like, almost like an antique centre where there are different booths corresponding with different vendors, just selling all manner of automobilia, furniture, bric-a-brac, loads of stuff. Had a good old look round. Absolutely zero signal, like not even an E, basically SOS on top of my phone. So there was no way I was ever going to be able to research anything. So I had to take a couple of punts. I bought two things. Now, I'm not going to lose money on either of them, but I did think they would do a little bit better based on the price I paid. That's just the risk I take. I'd much rather buy something, learn about it, see how well it does, even if it doesn't make much profit, than just leave it and not know, because I've made that mistake far too many times in the past, and I've kicked myself when I've left things, only to realise that actually I probably should have picked it up just to see how well it would do, or because it's actually a really good thing to pick up. Anyway, I digress. First thing I bought was this. This is so cool, right? So this is an older Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. So that's the UK one, right? Rather than Ninja Turtles that the US sort of marketing thing was. This is the Tower of Doom skill and action game. Now, as you can see, I paid £6 for this. I thought that was fair, and it is a fair price. It's just not worth as much as I thought. I was hoping it was like 25 plus, but really I'll be looking at around £20 if it's all complete, which I believe it is. So comes with a load of stuff in there. There's the base. There's these cardboard towers. Turtles are these little sort of ball bearing pieces. Get all these swords and little scoops. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all there, which is good. Like I said, probably getting around £20 plus postage for that. Say, boxed in lovely condition, a little bit Just that sort of old sort of staining to the box, but I'd say no rips. But yeah, that's from 1990. Am I going to focus? 1990. It's older than me. Unbelievable. So yeah, I had to give it a go. £6, more than happy to pay £6. This next thing though wasn't £6, and again, I thought it would do better. I thought they would do better than they probably will do, and I will get my money back, but I won't make as much as I thought. And also, I wouldn't normally spend this much if I knew I wasn't going to make over 100 quid. So I'll just show you. So this pair of inline rollerblades comes with the, where is it? Here it is. Comes with a little sort of like backing plate that affixes to one of them. So this is a brand called, I think, Roses, I think is how you pronounce it. This is a really good brand for roller skates and rollerblades. They use some really, really good quality inline skates, some of which can do deep into 3 figures. These ones won't. I was hoping they would be a bit more valuable than they are. The ones that are really valuable are the ones with the much chunkier boot, almost like a sort of like a snowboarding boot with the little almost like skateboard wheels attached to the bottom. These are more of like a mid-range one. They're still decent. I mean, you know, magnesium chassis, all the sort of fancy lettering and just graphics and stuff. They have been worn. There are scuffs to the front. No rips to the mesh material. All the wheels roll freely. £25 I paid for these, would you believe it? 25 quid. And I thought to myself, well, look, if it all goes to pot, as long as I can get £35 for these, after tax and fees, I've made ends meet, right? I'm sort of back to, I've paid them off. They're worth a bit more than 35, but they're not worth 100. I reckon, given the condition, I reckon between 60 and 70 is possible with these. They're a UK size 7, so they're a good unisex size. Say a few scuffs from use, but otherwise pretty good condition. So yes, if I'd researched them, I probably wouldn't have bought them. But now I've got them, I've got to try and sell them. And I think, yes, 60 to 70 is probably doable. But I'll let you know in due course how well they do. And that was that. So yeah, overall really good trip. Axminster absolutely slayed. Really, really happy with what I got. But I've been there in the past and just bought absolutely nothing. Mind you, I wasn't reselling back then. But even so, just the selection of stock on this particular day was really, really good. And that's just how it goes sometimes. You can find nothing, or you can find quite a bit. So yeah, super happy. I'll be going back to Axminster for sure. I might be going to Honiton, but yeah, it was all right. Don't get me wrong, it was all right. I most definitely will not be going to Chard. Absolutely not. Now, if you happen to live in Chard or live near Chard and frequent Chard, I feel for you, man. Those charity shops suck. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Now, there is a chance there's going to be a bit of a gap in the video production. I like to try and release 1 video a week, but there are events coming up in my life which may mean that the videos do kind of cease for a little bit, so apologies for that. But unfortunately, YouTube is very much a side project. I don't make any money from it. I enjoy making videos, but ultimately, on the sort of hierarchy of things I need to do, it's quite a way down the bottom, right? So if there aren't any videos for a bit, just hang fire. There will be more in the future. I just need to sort some things out in my own life. So thank you for watching. Until the next one, take care. I'll see you then. Goodbye.